kind of flashback scene, like, you know, some kind of thing where we're like shoot like 3 minutes of like coo. There's like you guys drive and get stuck. Fuck from the bus driver going. You guys have the trudge through the snow. Get into this really nice lodge. You guys walk into an apartment. Like, oh, your room. Like, this is a really nice room. Hey, we could throw a really party. One of the guys like, oh, I don't want to do that. Well, we're gonna throw one anyway. Cut to talking, getting alcohol. Cut to party. Boom, 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 boom. Music playing, drinking, some weed going, some hanking pecking going.
Some mooning going on.
Some mooning going on.
Yeah.
Some mooning going on.
Some very angry football players.
Yeah, angry football. Standing like dipping and dodging out of the way, and one of the football players goes over there.
Whose ass did we burn?
That was one of the preps.
We had to pour boiling water because their ass got stuck to the glass.
Yes, I believe that was Arnold.
Yeah.
No. He was one of the jocks. That was Fernando who got his ass stuck to the.
Been wearing them chaps.
Yeah, wearing his ass's chaps at this party. Fernando, what are you doing? And I believe that's also the same one that fell over.
I think so, yeah.
But then we hear a scream after the party kind of is dying down. Scream, music goes, even though there's not an actual
Didn't
DJ
the lights
Doc.
go out?
What?
Didn't
The lights
go-
flickered.
Oh, okay.
Lights flickered. Well, I did say the lights come out, but they come back on as we resume the scene after you hear the scream.
You see a couple stagehands still running out stuff.
Yeah. So,
Whoa!
yeah.
Where did they come from?
Lights came up. You heard a scream. Lights came back on. What do you guys do?
How close was the scream? Like, how, in relative to how loud was it?
Was it in the room?
How loud? It wasn't in the room. It was
Inside?
It sounded like it came from somewhere inside the building. If you want to be able to determine it, I'd probably use a brains roll from somebody.
My brains aren't very
I'm
hot.
too distracted, so.
I might ask Harriet if she knew where it came from.
Okay. Seven. Here we go. Okay. Harriet doesn't know where it comes from, but you two think. You know it came from inside the building for sure, somewhere around the main area. You think it's from the lobby. That's where you're like, that sounds like it came from the lobby. You're able to pinpoint pretty much exactly where it's from.
Probably just a disgruntled customer.
I mean,
What time is it?
You guys started the party at
It was right after curfew.
so about 10 o'clock, I think.
I think so.
And then I think it's probably past midnight.
Yeah, because I think
Okay.
curfew was 9,
Yeah.
and then we started at 10 because it gave us time to prepare.
Yeah. So I think it's after midnight, around 1 o'clock right now.
You guys all head out into the main, into our main room.
Is our tape still broken?
You guys fixed the tape.
No, the teacher came in though.
Oh yeah.
And she inspected.
She inspected. He ended up getting, what was the teacher?
Yeah, the teacher did.
Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Sawyer. You look. It doesn't look like she bothered to reattach the tape.
Okay, yeah. We'll go out, I'll go out the door.
Okay. You have the door, and you actually see some of the few people who didn't actually come to the party, not a whole lot, kind of peek heads out of their doors too, like, let's see what's going on. And then,
Is it silent in the hallway now?
You listen real quietly, and you think you can hear crying coming from somewhere towards the front of the building.
Male or female?
Female.
Am I sober enough?
I said, you're just tipsy, you're sober enough.
Okay, I'll go.
He's high, and
I'll follow. So I've entered the main room
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
by this
We're all
point.
gonna go.
okay.
Or, well, I don't know about him.
Yeah, Alan, are you going to go?
Does Carrie look like she's gonna get up?
She's curious, so she's probably like. You seem like
Is
it
that
seems like
you-
people are starting to filter their way up. They're like,
you
oh,
wanna
what the hell's going
figure out
on?
what's going on?
Yeah, it seems like people are just filtering their way to see what the hell's going on. Yeah.
Alright, let's go. I like try to put my pants on and fall over. get back out and
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine. I probably walked out with no pants on, just underwear.
Just underwear, yeah.
Yeah. I'm a boxers dude.
Your
So.
boxers do, okay.
I'm gonna.
So Francois is out there in his underwear.
No, I'm going commando, but
No.
like it's just
No,
pants.
you just
no
have your
shirt.
pants on. He's out in his boxers.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm basically like I'm not bothering with a shirt, but I'm at least putting my pants on.
Together we make a clothed person.
A half clothes person.
Everyone goes up, and what you actually see is the rest of the nerd group that did not go to the party
Some
in the
nerds.
lobby. And I believe her name is Leah. No, not Leah. Dora is crying. And you see all the other nerds who looked like they did sneak out with a whole bunch of laptops all banded together with LAN cables.
Stop describing my high school experience, Chad.
And you see Halo 2 playing on all of them.
Come on, they should have at least been playing the first Halo.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was old enough. We were just playing the first Halo.
We did that in school.
We did Halo 2 when I was doing it, but I think that's because that's the only one we had on the USB
Yeah,
stick.
we played Halo in Miss Riley's class.
Yeah. So, but they're all playing a Halo of some sort on
Okay.
their LAN connections with their laptops instead of going to a party. And they all had to sneak out of their rooms because they all had different rooms because they were randomly assigned.
And then, wait, they're in the lobby with their computers straight? The f-
Yeah.
Yeah, we almost get busted. And they're literally out in the open.
so, yeah, they obviously.
No one was worried about the nerds.
They could just smell the rigidity coming up.
That is a creepy statement to say right there.
But kind of accurate.
All right, but yeah, you get to there. You see that scene again. This room is it's even creepy with the lights on because there's a whole bunch of taxidermy animals anywhere. There's a big bear in the middle of the room.
The LAN cables are around the bear.
No, they're not around.
Oh, it was like they were using like the edge of the pedestal as their like
no,
seating space.
there's actually a section that like goes down around a fireplace, like in the lobby. You have to step down. And there's a whole bunch of couches around a fireplace. That's where it was set up.
So is she the only one there? Or
No, they're all the
others?
other nerds
Okay.
are there. But she's the one that's crying, and she says, "I swear I saw something outside, just staring at us." That's what you hear over the sobbing.
And the thing you saw made you scream?
Someone or something.
It looked like a person just standing there out there, just staring at us.
What did he look like?
Probably one of the teachers, perverts.
I mean, it was so dark. I just saw like a dark silhouette.
Do I see anything out? Well, I'll ask her to point where.
Okay, yeah, she points to about what you see is like halfway between the tree line and the building.
Do I see anything out there?
Go ahead and see if you can make a. That's kind of hard to do with perception.
I'm just going to spend an adversity token. Because I can spend one to ask the GM about my surroundings, NPC or the like, and the GM must answer honestly.
Okay, yeah.
So, that'll just make it easier.
Okay, yeah, you spend a diversity token to get some. So you're looking out there, and what you do see is you do see. So the best way I can describe it from your angle, you do see oddly bunched up bundles of snow that seem to be evenly placed on offset patterns. That seem to be leading. Well, it's hard. There is somewhere from about where she pointed out to the woods.
What do you mean by bundles?
I think footprints in the snow.
Yeah,
Basically.
it's the best way to describe footprints without being able to see the footprints at your
Right.
angle. So you see like just bunches like, you know how like if you would step, it'd be like,
Yeah.
or something like
You
that.
see like it's like a dip in the
Depressions.
snow, yeah. These guys seem pretty invested in this too.
I don't know. Do you guys seem invested in this?
Are there window blinds?
As in the lobby of a building, there are window blinds. Yes.
Go up and just shut them.
So yeah, you have to like because they're raised all the way up
Yeah.
to let this. So you lower them all the way down and do that. So it's like and it takes a while. It's like the whole thing.
If they seem invested, I'll point out
And
what I saw them.
I'll like look at him and I'll go.
Yeah, but still, like it's I don't know, it just scared me because, like, they're out there, like, if that's somebody, they're just out there in the snow, and it's, like, blizzardy
Were
outside.
they like, that was an employee?
You see, when you say employee, you see some of the employees walk up, and you see all the accounted workers of the facility that you met.
Okay.
No, I don't know who it was. They were just standing out there staring into the building.
Not a groundskeeper?
And then Sylvia, who's the one that hooked you up on,
Mm-hmm.
says, like, no, this is it. They're, Frank over there, he's technically groundskeeper, but he was inside because no one should be going outside in a blizzard out there.
So, either it's just some stalker, or what?
Or it could have been an animal.
That stands upright? It could be confused for a person?
There's no light out there.
So Frank, as the adult, because we're the children, don't you think you should go out and check?
Fine. He goes, let me go get my stuff. And he goes to his room. You guys wait a little bit as you're having this conversation. About 5 minutes later, he comes back with a snow gear and a lamp. All right, I'll go out and just check, see what's going on.
It's like he comes out like, no, we don't need to do. We figured it out already.
Figured it out already. All right. So he goes out there, and he goes to where the area that she pointed out, and you see, since you are paying attention to your surroundings at this point, you see he does look down and see what you assume to be footprints, and you see him cock his head to the side, and then he like looks towards like the woods, and then he looks up to, like, he looks up, you see him look like above you guys, cock his head to the side, and then he comes back, he's like, well, there are footprints out there. I'm not 100% sure what they are though.
So not human?
Well, they kind of look human, but
They're really big.
no, they're not really big.
They're really
kinda
tiny.
pointed.
Oh.
Pointed like a boot? Like a cowboy
No,
boot point?
like-
Or
You think it's an elf?
I don't know anything about elves.
You know, they got those really weird pointy curly shoes.
Oh,
or
so,
something.
well, I mean, I see individual prints, but it almost looks like somebody like with really long nails.
ooh.
Like it wasn't a shoe print; it was just like bare feet.
No, it was a bear. They have bare feet.
Oh my god. Are you for real?
No.
Oh, bother.
He was probably after honey.
Oh god. Well, I don't know anything like that.
Should we call search and rescue because a man's lost in the woods, or?
Do we know someone? Do we know
Yeah.
of anyone who's actually lost? Is everyone here accounted for?
I mean, but I don't know.
We know the
It should be
staff.
reported.
At this point, we assume, I guess, the kids assume the staff is accounted for because we've seen everyone we've
You've
already
seen the
met.
stat. You see your principal, Dr. Randolph, comes out. He's like, "What the hell's going on?" And somebody starts explaining to him, like, "Hey,
Like, how tall was it?
you asked."
Well, just in general.
Just in general.
Somebody should know.
The lady who saw it, which I said it earlier,
Dora.
Dora
The Explorer.
the Explorer,
That was my first thought.
says her last name's Harmon, goes, I'd say 6 feet tall, skinny,
Like anorexic or just fit?
anorexic, I'd say. They didn't look
What?
from the build, they didn't look muscular.
It was the man from Ethiopia.
I'm done. I'm just like, okay.
You're done out
I'm
here.
gonna start going.
You go back to your room, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I guess just lock the doors. That's all we can do.
Are they sending everybody back to their room?
Yeah, you see Dr. Randolph starts doing a head count, and he does realize that all the students seem to be present. even as you start walking away, he's like, okay, there's mine. It's like, all right, are the workers here? I'll see if Paul, Diana, or Crystal are here still, but it seems like everyone's here.
I'm just straightening.
Okay, he's like trying to steal some. Oh,
What was the oldest staff member? Not and by staff, sorry, not school staff.
For the-
Lodge staff.
That probably would be Melanie.
Is she out there?
She's out there. Yeah, she's one of the older ones. She's like, look like she's in her mid-30s.
I might see if she's heard of anything like what was it Frank that went outside?
Yeah.
Just like what he described.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about that.
Local legends or
She's gonna make a range check here.
It's the Wendigo.
That's actually what I was thinking was Wendigo.
Well, she looks, she goes, local legends? Well, I mean, there's... Well, I mean, most of the stuff I know are like Appalachian related, like Wendigo and stuff like that. I don't know anything about here in the Rockies.
Hey, as long as it's not a vampire, I don't care.
I mean, but there's always some kind of weird, strange things that go on in the woods or something. I mean, I've heard of, like, the hide behind,
The Chupa thingy.
what? Chupa there?
The Chupa thingy.
That's Mexican. Lives in the South.
Oh, sorry, El Chupa Libre.
Skinwalkers are more south here. Yeah, there's lots of stuff, but I don't know anything about locally here.
Okay. Well,
Both died.
I guess back to. I'll see if I can find Harriet in the crowd and we can slip away
Right,
back towards the room.
Back to his room.
Yeah.
Are you do you move with Harriet? I'm assuming you're staying with Carrie.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if she wants to come back and
So you guys start
spend the night.
slipping back to your rooms. You see that no one's really seems to care anymore about the whole
The seating
seating thing.
whatever,
That
yeah.
room.
Like, and the mod was over, none of you gave a shit. Alright.
But you guys get back to your room, and you notice when you open the door.
The doors to the
You would
patio
probably
are
notice this
open.
first, because you're probably the first one back to the room. You open the door, and first off, there's snow in the room because no one bothered closing the patio.
Yes, called it.
Cold in here. Yeah, it's very cold in here.
We just get in the hot. We'll just close the doors, get in the hot tub, call it good.
You
It's
see.
hot up outside.
There's one inside too.
Yeah.
So do we have one inside?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
do
inside.
too.
Couldn't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. But you do see footprints around in the snow, and you see some of your bottles of stuff have been smashed.
Rude.
The footprints look human.
No, they look as they described out. As Frank described.
I'm like picking up some of the glass.
Where are
I'm
they
like,
going?
man.
They say smashed. Does it look like stepped on smashed or thrown smashed?
Range roll.
Ooh yeah, I'm really good at this one.
Just, yeah, are they going towards like one of the rooms?
Take a diversity token.
Or did they just mill about and go back
So
out?
the whole, not the entire thing, is covered
Oh,
with
yeah,
snow.
that's true.
So it looks like it's going to the middle of the room, and then you don't see anything after that. It looks like, since you asked specifically, it may be going towards the main door, but you can't know for sure.
Do I see any watermarks in the doorway?
Yeah. You at first were wondering. You have to actually get down and feel it. You start feeling some wet spots in the carpet that lead to the main door.
So we just board ourselves up in here for the night, call it good. I'm fine with that. I'm having my fun.
Do we tell anybody?
I mean, we could.
Do we
report
tell
if there's
anybody
an
that we have
intruder.
smashed liquor bottles in our room?
I'm talking about the footprints.
Is there a security guard? Can we hide the liquor before, we have a security guard? I don't know, is there security?
If we
I
tell,
say first things first, we should probably pick up the broken glass.
well, if we tell the staff already knows we have liquor here.
Well,
It's true if we just tell the staff, but are the staff obligated to tell teachers?
I don't know. Fucking 17.
Ooh. We hide the good bottles, and just say that we came back to the room when we found these bottles here. Smashed.
The thing came.
The thing brought bottles and smashed them. I don't
Brought
know.
bottles of liquor.
Hey, this sounds like something an 18-year-old would come up with. Thank you, good God. I was trying to say concoct, and I could not
That's
say that word.
There's a phone in the room, right? I'll call down to help the desk.
Copy of the head. There's like a.
that's the help
Hello.
desk,
This
nobody
is
answers.
this is Amber.
Amber, this is Fred up at the suite. It's really hard to say this, but there's footprints up here too.
Footprints.
Yeah, leading into the room.
From the balcony.
Oh. It's like the same thing that Frank was talking about. Yeah, let me go get Frank and we'll check those out. So
How high is our room?
I'm
It's-
very high.
it's on the second story. It's on the second story.
Very drunk.
Well, I would hope it's only the second story since one guy fell off
Yeah,
the
fell off.
balcony.
Why is there snow?
Why is there somebody's like ass mark on this window?
So and after about
Somebody drew a figure 8.
it takes about maybe 5 minutes, but Frank and Amber show up. They knock on your door.
I open it
And Frank
and I
goes,
point them to the footprints outside, and I say I also felt water on the carpet here, but I don't know if that's from before or after.
yeah. Have you guys closed the things?
Yeah, at this point.
We
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Okay. So it started to melt and warm up. It goes, well, those are the same ones I saw outside. But the weird thing is about the ones outside, like, I didn't see them go anywhere. It looked like they just stopped in the snow out there.
Like, they stopped heading towards the lodge,
Yeah,
and there was nothing going back
No.
or around. They just
stopped.
weird.
Those ones were deeper than the other ones, but it was weird that they just stopped.
Our balcony.
We're stuck with Superman on our hands.
Hang on, our balcony. Does it face the front of the lodge?
It faces the back of the lodge.
Oh.
Do we have? I can't remember. Do we have like stairs leading up to our balcony or anything?
You guys don't. Well, so the way the balconies kind of work, it's a super balcony.
Yeah, because it like goes all the way.
It goes all the way
right?
around
Yeah.
the building, but it is like fenced off between like rooms and suites
Yeah.
and not where you can put privacy things up if you wanted
Wondering
to.
if we can see. Did the footprints just kind of show up at the balcony? Like they didn't come from a side, or they just kind of just all of a sudden are there and walking in?
So yeah, so you go to the window and kind of peek out through the window. You don't see from where your angle unless you go outside. If you look through the windows, all you see is it looks like a set of prints appear in the middle of your balcony and start walking towards.
So in my brain, the only logical thing is that something just jumped up here.
Yeah.
Or jumped off the roof.
Or jumped over the entire building onto our side.
Are the footprints facing away from the building initially,
No,
or
they're
towards the building?
Ooh, that's a good question.
So did he go over the building in a sleep of a single bound, or
They are facing towards the building.
I stuck on
So,
the
because
Superman
people
thing.
don't jump off.
it's just
Backwards.
Backwards.
That's what I was
All I
thinking
could think
too.
of.
You would typically jump forwards.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'll grab my coat and I'll go out there and I'll peer down over.
Yeah, you peer down, and you see something earlier. Like what kind of earlier? You see bunches of snow. You can't quite make out the details of the prints, but you can see them in the snow, starting to get covered up now. But about a good, I'd say, 25 feet away from the building, they stop before they seem to appear on your balcony.
holy crap.
Frank? They're down there too.
Holy shit. I don't like this at all, guys.
You telling me Michael Jordan grew some really long toenails and just jumped his ass up here?
I know, but I suggest, oh God, whatever that is, there's something in the building. Okay, everyone, I want you guys to stay in your room and just lock everything to the outside. And maybe pull your curtains down. I'm gonna go around and make sure everyone does the same thing and start locking everything down.
He seems really panicked, right?
Yes, he seems
Okay.
nervous.
Do we have anything to... Okay, so the door out to the balcony, is it a single door or a double door?
There's a double door.
Okay,
Actually, we each have doors out to the balcony.
You also do each
we
other.
do. So I'm more worried about the double door right now. Do we have anything I can use?
He's already I think he's already barricaded.
He's already barricaded his bedroom, yeah.
We have a with couch. We can move couch to the double door.
You got,
I was just thinking like rope or something to tie the door, like or a chain to hold the door
Yeah, but
shut.
is the door wood
But I guess
or is it glass?
it's all glass, so I guess it doesn't matter.
I was gonna say, so...
Well, it's mostly glass because they were putting their ass up against the whole
Yeah, it's a lot. So it described it is one of those like wooden frame things where big old panels or glass
Yeah.
are there. You know,
so,
it does have a lock on the door that locks on the inside.
So let's just barricade everything, and if we got window blinds, we put the window blinds down, we shut them, and then we go crawl into bed and call it good.
Guessing the girls have been hiding at this point.
Yes, the girls are about
Okay. I'm
Okay.
free to figure out.
All right, so Amber and Frank leave your room to start shutting down the building. You guys barricade, lock up stuff as much as
Hell
you can.
yeah.
Okay.
Every piece of furniture we can, we pile up in front of those doors.
Okay.
Including the door to the room.
Including the door to the room.
Except
Okay.
for the bed I'm going to sleep in.
Right.
You do the door to the room. Okay. That's fine. Then you guys go to sleep.
Yeah.
Fitfully.
Fifthly. Okay. Yeah. You guys have trouble. There's a cat apparently. Making some weird ass noises out there.
You get an extra blanket or two for
When to go outside.
Don't want to go
for
outside.
me and Carrie and crawl into bed.
Okay, go to bed and sleep. About 2 a.m. you hear the crashing of glass coming from somewhere. It wakes you guys out of sleep.
Did it sound like it came from our room, like the main room, or somewhere in the building?
Sounds like it just came from somewhere in the building.
I'm just. Right now, I'm hunkered down.
Okay.
I was like, that's called not my fucking problem. Carrie wakes up and I just go to bed.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're not like I'm a kid, not an adventurer. So yeah, I'm gonna be in the same boat. Probably just gonna like hold Harry a little closer and like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
they're
there?
there.
What I'll say is
they
this.
came in without permission. It's not vampires, so we're fine.
Well, they're all doing the moving of the furniture. Is there anything that I can use that may have been broken, or anything that I could use as a club?
What?
Broken glass
Yeah,
bottles.
there's broken glass bottles if you want to like.
Not, I don't want daggers. I want something heavy.
Oh, dagger's a shiv.
Hey, wait, don't we have a fireplace in our...
We have a
in our-
fireplace in here.
Yeah, you probably got some pokers and stuff.
Yeah, we
It's
had,
a gas fireplace here, but yeah.
I thought we did have a poker because I thought somebody got whacked with it.
Oh, they did. There's probably a decorative poker around,
Yeah.
so there is like a decorative fire poker.
I'll keep that.
Keep that. Okay,
I have a very good fight skill, so I'm wanting
Okay.
something I can hit with.
great. So after about a minute and a half
That was oddly specific.
after you hear the glass break, you start hearing pounding on your guys's, like one of your like balcony doors or something like that. Probably coming from the main area. Just help!
Does this sound familiar?
It kind of sounds like Frank.
I'll start.
Yeah,
I'll start.
right. If I'm hearing help, I will probably at least open the door and peek.
Yeah, you break it open, you see Frank from earlier, covered in blood, just pounding on your glass. Like, let me in now.
I'll start moving.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll help Fred move
You
to
start
the couch
shit away.
then.
What is
He's like,
going
"No,
on,
it's coming,
David?"
it's coming. And then like he looks up, and then when the flash is just gone. As you-
Move the couch back!
What the fuck just... Why'd you open
Alan!
the door? Come on, put it back.
And then
My head hurt.
all you see left there is a big old like smear of blood that kind of covers your balcony on top of the snow and a single foot Still in the shoe.
Okay, can we call 911? I'm gonna go call 911.
Did we say the body just disappeared? Or you went up or back or?
Just in a flash, he was just gone.
Flash, he was gone. You got, I know, because you didn't tell me what you were doing.
I was
You
just
were watching. Go ahead and see, you can make a retroactive brains check for me. You guys were in the process of moving stuff, so your focus was somewhere elsewhere at the time.
19.
19. Okay. With a 19, as you kind of retroflect, like, what the hell did I just see watching? You saw briefly a dark blur seem to kind of come from the side and just keep carrying him through. I couldn't make out the details of it. It was just so fast.
I'm just gonna say probably a Siberian tiger. Out in the snow. Because honestly, it's the only thing that makes sense right now.
But those aren't tiger prints.
Don't care.
So
Does anyone in our group watch scary movies?
What does a 17-year-old do at that point? Does he panic the fuck out?
Yeah,
I think normally yes, but at the same time, there was a bloodied man screaming, pounding on the door. Our adrenaline's probably pumping. I don't know that our flight response is gonna kick in yet.
Well, I've got a pounding headache.
So let's just say I run back to the phone. And I
Yeah.
immediately dial the desk operator again.
I'm focused on while he's doing that. I'm gonna focus on the outside. Just
Outside.
if something's coming, I can maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. So look at that. You call.
I just
Like, it's like it takes like a minute, and like, it's Amber. What?
Frank's dead. What?
What? Well, come. All right.
Fred, calm down.
All right. I'm coming up. Just. Okay, I'll be up there in a second.
He's dead.
Fred.
All right. So.
Good.
All right. Like I said, you're
Adrenaline wore off.
so you're looking outside.
Yeah.
You're looking around, seeing the details. You see like the single foot, and you can still see the meat kind
Is it
of.
still a little bit of ankle
A
showing?
little bit of ankle showing. You see like some blood pulling out. Like it kind of squirted a little blood, and then now you see it starting to freeze, like crystallize on top of it.
I'm not touching that.
No.
No.
How cold is it out there?
It's pretty damn cold.
Yeah, like we were. Well, it's cold enough that if I recall, we had to bring the beer in early because it froze.
We should probably arm ourselves at this point.
Yeah. So you have the poker. There's a shovel and a broom thingy.
I'm gonna grab the shovel.
I want to go back to my suitcase, and I'm going to get out my can of hairspray and a lighter.
All right.
I'm just sitting at the phone, just like.
Rocking back and forth.
No, I'm just like he's dead.
Yeah.
Frank's
Dead.
dead.
Coming from your.
I go and I open up.
Yeah. You see Amber, who was up here earlier, like, what do you mean Frank's dead?
And I'm gonna move a little bit so she can now see the foot on the other side.
Oh my fucking god! What happened?
Don't know. He came up to the window.
Did
got out the window.
anyone in here actually see what happened? Because I just saw a flash.
No, he was gone by the time I got out
Black
here.
blur took him that way.
You saw?
It was the blur. Probably the Russians.
That was
Oh
your
my
that was
God.
your thing. That's right.
Oh my god, he's right. We're in the middle of the
Let's go.
snow. That makes so much sense.
That's why it was called the Cold War.
Oh
Ah. Dude, my brains is a D6. I probably believe that.
My brains is a D12, so slightly better.
The red dot is still shining.
Okay, I'm just making sure because there was that one time.
I know.
Yeah, last session, yeah.
Yeah.
The irony is you have the 20 in brains, don't you?
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna use the restroom. She goes, "Holy shit! All right. Well, you guys are kids. Yes.
Is that a foot?
Yeah.
It's like I'm just now noticing it. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit!
Yeah. You guys did the right thing for telling an adult. I'll go get the satellite phone up front by myself. And let your teachers know what's going on. Keep the door locked.
It's dangerous outside. Take this.
Oh my
Give
god.
the poker. Okay.
Really?
So you just
Really?
say that? Okay. You give her the poker?
Yes.
Okay.
And I go find something else to smack a thing with.
Okay, yeah.
Those are the words you picked? Really?
No offense, this
I
seems
played
a little
solo when I
bit-
was a kid.
This seems a little bit like out of our league.
Little bit,
Little bit.
yeah.
For once, we're in agreement.
Like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, who stole the candy bar? That's our level of mystery. Not what the fuck is killing people.
There's a foot on the
Yeah,
ground.
right.
Like at this point, I think my adrenaline's probably wearing off.
Mystery
There's a
solved.
foot on the ground.
You know, mystery solved. Some things going to kill us.
Do we have like curtains we could draw?
Yeah,
I don't want to see the foot
Yeah,
anymore.
it seems to be awkward because, like, while you're doing it, like, one of the security lights comes on, just shining right on
I was
it.
gonna say, I thought I closed all the window blinds the night
We
before,
opened them up when
yeah.
Frank was hitting the glass.
Yeah.
Like, what's the average speed of a downhill snowboard? Can you get away from whatever can jump 25 feet?
So, quick question. We're on top of a mountain, right?
We do have our snowboards to beat.
Alright, yeah, so is there like I don't know if it would become complementary with our rooms or not, but would there be like a skiing map like somewhere around here? Like in one of the drawers, kinda like they put the little Gideon Bibles, like open it up and it has like a pamphlet with all the ski routes.
I'd say, yeah, there's a pamphlet with all the ski routes and.
Whip that sucker out and look at it and be like, alright, how are we getting off this fucking mountain?
At this point, the power goes out.
What?
Fuck.
Getting off the mountains. I mean, we can figure that out, but
And they don't come back on this time.
God damn it!
I'm gonna go find Harry. We'll try to find Harry. I guess
Is the fireplace still going?
It is still going.
we have cell phones, right?
You guys do have cell phones.
I mean, we don't have
You
reception.
don't have a reception.
We know. I knew that, but we have cell phones. Are we?
Do we have Wi-Fi?
Fuck. When we were 18, we didn't have cell phones with flashlights. Nope. So we're sitting there with our flip phones open, like.
If there's something powering me,
I'm trying to find Harry.
it'll still work.
Make sure she's okay.
Hey, well, open up your flip phone, start looking around.
Yeah.
You find Harry. What the hell's going on?
Frank's dead from some type of creature.
The worker dude?
Yeah.
How do you know he's dead?
Well, his foot is left outside on the balcony. Just
Okay,
his
so
foot.
technically we don't know he's dead, but we do know he has one less foot.
Well, he was covered in blood when we last saw him, and then he was just gone, and all that's left is his foot. So
He's either
you should
dead,
probably come out with us.
he's either dead or limping.
Oh my god!
She hurriedly gets dressed, and it's like groggily goes, what the fuck? And she like looks back, oh my fucking god! There is just a foot out
I told
here.
you there's a foot.
Yeah, but I didn't believe it. Like, it's not, I was like, hey, there's a foot outside. That doesn't happen every day.
I'll go find Carrie. I'll be like, come in, where's she at? Is she like just sitting on the bed waiting or what?
She got up and threw up earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like passed out on the bathroom floor.
You got her pregnant.
I'm gonna wake her up and be like, you alright?
No.
I know, I'm not either, my head hurts. We need to go to the main room because, pretty sure one of the staff members is dead.
Did I find something else to replace my poker
Yeah,
with?
you start looking around.
Chef's knife.
You find the fireplace shovel. The little one.
Oh.
The little tiny
That's the
one.
one you have.
Oh, that's what I was, the
That's
tiny
what you have.
shovel?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now that you
Oh,
mentioned
you've
it,
got
there
the
was-
thing that grabs the log.
Yeah. Well, like, so there are, since he has skis, there are like skiing, like poker things.
Chef's knife, proof handle,
Or
There's your
and
chef's knife.
Ski poles.
There's a proof handle here as well. Because you guys have a little kitchenette area, so there are utensils there.
Now remember,
Anything
Um,
sharp?
if you want to
Like,
go
is
faster,
there a
you
sharp
got a
knife?
French fry,
There's
not
like a chef's
pizza.
knife, yes.
Okay, I'll grab that and.
While looking around, you do find some flashlights as well.
Okay, so pop those.
But they
suckers
don't
in.
have batteries.
And I'll toss one to you.
It probably hits me in the face because it's dark, but at least
It would be turned on as I flung it at you.
Oh, of course you blind me as it's spinning. This is
How many flashlights did I find?
You found 3.
Okay, I'll pass one over to you too.
I already have one.
Good.
yeah, because you've got a survival kit
Yes, they're
basically on you,
prepared,
don't
yeah.
you? For the Russians.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulls out one of those high beam flashlights.
I was
My
like,
character.
You don't know how it fit in that survival
My
kit.
character wants to know this, but at the same time doesn't. From looking at the foot, because I've obviously looked at it quite a few times now.
Yeah.
Was it a clean break?
Incredibly clean.
Incredibly clean? Oh god. I mean, I know I'm only 18, it's not like I've taken a lot of classes, but I know biology and a lot of science has already happened by this point.
I
We're
took biomed
seniors.
in high school, so in my freshman year of high school, so
Yeah, okay, so it is a possibility. I should be able to, like, guess no, at least, like, that's not common. Like, I mean, without medical devices.
Yeah, and our school had like the nursing kind of stuff where they did pre-nursing stuff too.
That's true,
so-
yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
took that class.
I was like, I'll drag
My daughter, she went
Carrie.
to the Texan or just a couple days ago. On a school field trip. Yeah.
This is where your parents used to go for their.
Well, I told her, I was like, tell Miss Riley, I said hi. She's like, there wasn't one there. And I was like, what about Mr. Womack? She's like, oh yeah, he is there. I'm
I was
like,
gonna say Miss Riley.
Womack's still there?
Pretty sure left because of me, but you know.
I realized that I probably have some sort, since I've got this high fight skill, I probably have some sort of like martial arts training.
Yeah.
Staff wise, you think I've got some?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will find that broomstick that they told us that.
skills.
No, I'll find the staff, the broomstick, and I'll take the broom off, and I'll start putting the knife on the end of it.
Wait, how are you going to take the broom off? Are you going to do it the cool ass way or the lame way?
The lame way, I'm unscrewing it.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Because the end that has that round, the little screw-on part will actually be the strong part to put the knife
And
on.
if you break it, it's probably more likely to splinter if you hit something with the back.
It
of your head.
is. It's just, it looks so much cooler when Jackie Chan does it.
And I'll drag Carrie over to the kitchenette and start kind of giving her some water to hopefully help.
Yeah,
with
sober.
the,
You're both trying to sober up with
a little
water.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still foggy headed, and I'm like, still haven't processed that there is a severed human foot and blood out on the back porch. I just know it's there.
Yeah. Yeah. You are putting that off as long
You
as you
can feel
can.
the foot staring at you.
Yeah.
It's like every now and then you probably see me looking over like,
I have a psychic link with that foot. I know it's there.
There's that like mental itch that's just clawing and gnawing at the back. You're like, nope, not paying attention. Nope, I'm
thirsty. I'm very thirsty.
I can talk
Actually, I'm
about.
thirsty.
I can ignore this until I have to talk about therapy's years. I have to go to therapy years later after this.
Joke's on you. I'm not going to therapy. I'm going to work out my problems myself the hard way.
With alcoholism, and I got started tonight.
See this night, this right here. This is why I drink.
All right. So you guys got to get loaded up with weapons and flashlights as much as you can. You wake up the girls that were spending the night here, and you are in a collective in the middle. What do you tend to do?
Well, wait it out, patrol. Hopefully we wait till the sun comes out and we can fucking get out of here.
So it's what time? 2 a.m. You said?
About 2 a.m. It's probably about 2:20 now. A lot happened in the past 20 minutes.
I'm 18, I can stay up.
So we have how many? We have 4 or 5 hours until sun comes up.
Being winter in Colorado, you probably have more closer to 6 hours till the sun comes
Okay.
up.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go out Five Nights at Freddy's this shit, I guess.
Something.
What's that? Shelter kid.
Makes
You
sense.
hear another scream come from somewhere.
God damn it. That makes my
Does it sound
head hurt.
It's not like the same
Ah.
direction as the first one.
This sounds like it's coming from. It's actually sounding like it's closer in the opposite direction.
Which was, the teachers were the opposite direction, right? Well, I mean, the girls were and the teachers were.
You think maybe you think maybe it just have to be adults? maybe don't.
Was it inside or outside?
It sounded like it was inside the building.
We're not adults, we're kids.
Do we have a peephole in the door?
There is not a peephole.
I didn't think so. Is the lodge kind of like like some hotels are? Are the hall lights on throughout the night?
Well, the power's out.
Oh, the power's out. Never
But
mind.
usually,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
But is there no emergency lighting?
There's no emergency lighting.
This is a shit hotel.
Duh, it's
a
on top of
lodge.
a mountain.
I'm not the smart one here.
Neither am I. I'm probably
Well,
the dumb. I am
but-
honestly probably one of the dumbest ones here.
I am, but I don't want to go out there.
Common knowledge says we stay where we are.
Yes.
And let them eat everybody else till he's not hungry anymore.
You know what? I like that plan. For once we agree on something this
Scary
night.
movie rules say we don't split up.
Yes.
Well, scary movie rules in reality means we all go splitting up.
Rule number 2. You gotta run fast as fuck.
No, I don't have to run fast. I just have to run faster than you.
I'll go towards the door, but I'll just kind of put my ear to the door and just.
Oh, hey, Fred, no.
You hear sounds of several feet thumping off in the direction you heard the scream from earlier.
We're like running away from us.
Yes.
But towards it. We'll just yell. That's not how it goes.
I don't know. Maybe we should be quiet.
Did the scream sound more adultish or kiddish?
Kiddish.
You said we have a fireplace in the room, right? We have no electricity, so that means we don't have any central heat running if there was central heat somewhere.
Right. The fire is the only thing we
Is
got
the
going.
fireplace, is it the fire still going?
Yes.
Okay.
Gas.
Is there a dial tone? And don't say
Well, it's gas, but if we didn't have it lit, we'd have to get a lighter
I
and
was gonna say,
probably
if
burn
this
the
is
shit out of
past the phone
ourselves.
line, it would probably still have service,
Yeah,
wouldn't
we
it?
still.
So you think that it is just to the building, and you do hear a dial tone, but it looks like it's probably spread just to the building.
I think we would probably assume it's to the building if she had to get a satellite phone to call out.
Hey, you think she ever got cell phone? And she never came back.
We just start dialing room numbers of people we know that are in that direction.
You can if you want.
What were the names of the teachers?
You got the principal, Dr. Randolph, Mr. Cunningham, Miss Sawyer, and then the bus driver is Mitch Hutchinson.
Let's call Mr. Cunningham.
He called Mr. Cunningham's room.
Is he the stone one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just rings and rings and rings and rings.
Well, he's dead.
Well, Dr. Randolph.
Alright, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna call Dr. Randolph.
It also just rings and rings and
He's either dead or he went down that hall.
So, are the two girls that are in our room, were they in the same room?
They were in different rooms.
They were with, one was with me and one was with her.
No, I mean like their assigned rooms are different.
Yes, yes.
Harriet, what room number were you?
We have what room?
Yeah, they tell you their room numbers. So
We'll call that.
call. No, it's not a ring. It rings after about 3 times. Like, hey,
Hey, is this Carrie's room?
yeah, she's supposed to be here. She
She's
said she was going to a party and was staying the night there probably.
Yeah.
This is
She's with us, yeah.
okay. This is Edith, one of her roommates.
Yeah. How's it going?
What the hell's going on? I'm just hearing the lights are gone. There's a bunch of screaming.
No clue. We're hunkered down
Yeah,
in our room.
Dr. Randolph came in and told us to stay in the room.
How long ago?
Yeah, how long ago?
I mean, I called, but you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about like
Yeah.
you guys are like yelling like this and probably long ago. I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes ago, and then there was a scream, and then he just ran off.
Okay, well, you should probably stay in your room because that's what we're gonna do, right, guys?
Yup.
Because we don't want to end up like that foot.
But
Nobody else knows about the foot, Alan.
and then you guys hear what the fuck is that? And you hear the sound of glass breaking on the phone and a ways down.
Get the fuck out of there!
You just hear screaming. There's a thump and the line goes dead.
What room was that?
It was
Carrie's room. So
yeah, it was like
Edith.
2:15.
How far away is that room?
It's just a couple hallways over, but it's still like
It's still a bit of a walk.
Still a bit of a walk, yeah.
I know we shouldn't leave the room. I know we shouldn't do it, right? But at the same time, the thing just broke in through the glass in their room. We assume. Are we safe in here?
No.
I mean, the thing keeps breaking in
Hey,
from
you
outside.
know-
It's like, it's not going to try to break in any of the doors, interior doors.
That's what I'm wondering.
So
Would we be
we-
safer in the hallway?
Yeah, so if we go to the hallway, we should be okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because it's not running down
Because
the
it seems to
hall.
fly in the room and come out.
I'm gonna go to my room, and I'm gonna guess I have
Well, Fred's dead.
some ski gear, right?
You have some ski gear, yeah.
Okay, like helmet, pads, and
Yeah.
shit like that. I'm gonna start strapping myself up, being ready for like anything.
Get strapped to get clapped.
I mean, he probably has a few of those things in his wallet, but I don't think that's what he's talking about.
Oh no, I sure didn't.
After like 3 minutes, you see me walk out. I have like all of my pads on and my winter coat kind of wrapped around my waist. And it's like,
He had his little spear, his homemade spear out.
Alright, probably a good idea. We should probably one by one, or should we go together in pairs? Probably go put.
We should probably keep the girls in the middle.
No, we're going to put our gear on like he did.
Yeah, I'm saying like maybe we should go to the rooms in pairs to get our gear.
I'm just going to run to my room.
Actually,
Okay, you run into your room, yeah.
I'm gonna take Harriet with me.
Alright.
I probably got at least some extra stuff, maybe
Yeah.
not full gear, but some extra clothes you can put on, stay warm, in case something happens.
question.
Yes.
Our skis and snowboards, would they have been stored in our rooms with us to take out with us, or would we have stored them in a central area when we got here?
I think your extra boards would probably be put in the central area.
Okay, so they're probably like outside in like a shed or something.
Yeah.
Or are they in like a closet?
Or probably in the
They're-
probably in the common area, honestly.
Yeah, there's probably a common storage area attached to the common area.
Got it.
So that's we basically rented out this whole fucking lodge.
Right.
So.
Well, I don't know what I've got in my stuff. I've got extra winter clothing I could put on a sweater. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys probably have most of your gear except for your actual snowboard and.
Yeah.
Right.
Stuff up
I got
there.
some cold weather gear we
Yeah.
can put on. What about the girls? I don't have any cold weather gear, and we're not going to leave them here.
So I gave Harriet some of my extra warm clothes as much as I could.
For the second time this trip, I'll of course give her my hat,
Yeah.
or my jacket,
Jacket,
my
yeah.
jacket, which is long since dried
Clear
off.
my jacket, bitch. I'm a
Wow.
little cold. Don't put it on. You just carry
Just
it.
carry it.
I know it's mean. She might be cold. You just got her carrying it around.
No, she can wear the damn thing. I told her to wear it.
I don't think that's what he meant when he said jack it off.
Already took care of that. Maybe later.
Alright. Alright, so you guys get suited up with your certain weapons.
I just want to say for the record, I think this is the stupidest fucking thing we've done, and we had a party tonight. Just saying.
right now,
Alright, you go first.
right now we're
Do we have any-
90%
do we have
sure the
any,
Russians are
do
doing
we have any
this.
beer
So
bottles left?
There are beer bottles, yeah.
I want to empty a couple of them and take them with me as well.
Okay, you got a couple empty beer
By
bottles.
empty, I mean you drink them fast.
No, no. I'm too scared to drink it and they're too fucking cold.
We could take some of like the frozen beers and
Yeah,
use
you
these
like you
fucking
actually
bricks.
open one of them up and just like slush starts coming out. Like
I'm trying to use it as a brick. You hit it at something's head.
wait, you have a lighter, right?
I have a lighter.
I
and
do,
spray,
I
yeah.
do too.
Would I be smart enough?
Oh, I'll also take my
No, I wouldn't
cologne
make that.
bottle with me.
To make a Molotov cocktail?
Mhm.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm not that smart, so okay. All right, I guess I'll be the leader.
okay. So you're at the door with your group, with the girls in the middle.
I'll follow behind.
It's dark. You have our flashlights. It's eerily quiet out here now.
Do we have a key to the room?
There's a key to the room, but
Is it a key card?
it's a key card.
Ah, okay.
The power's out, so any of the room can get open unless they have the ones locked on the inside, which you don't have a key for those.
Should we put like some tape over the door? Like the door latch?
I mean, just wiggle the doorknob and turn it as unlocked.
Okay, just make sure it stays unlocked.
I mean, if you don't want the door.
I was more worried about. I was wanting to lock it. Like whatever's coming in, if we could deter it from getting in further.
That's fair. But we're pretty sure something's already in the building, aren't we?
Oh, we are 100% sure something's in the building.
Got it.
From glass breaking to shit screaming to. Yeah. Was there a place in this lodge that I can remember that did not have windows or doors? Or you know what I mean?
Like a bunch of glass that things can get in.
I bet there's a freezer.
It has a door.
You probably
But
think.
we could lock it.
Well, there's
He said
probably
no
the
door.
interior
Four
building
windows.
where the lunchroom was at, along with the cafeteria. Like a cafeteria kitchen area would probably be your best bet not to have access to open windows that they could seek out.
That may be the place to start kind of gathering.
Well, were we gonna go check on that room? Because you said it's a few rooms down.
Or are we running like an evacuation
Like
process
you're all-
where we're hitting up each
Ah, that's true.
bedroom?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a fighter that much. I just do some martial arts on the side. If someone comes chasing at me, I'll do my best, but I can't guarantee shit.
I'm a fucking, banjo playing hillbilly. I mean, what do you expect me to do?
I don't know. I'm not an adult.
No, neither am. Go.
I guess I'm legally an adult.
Yeah, I'm 18.
Yeah, I am too.
I have my flashlight. Probably wearing one of the earbands.
Yeah.
I probably pulled it up, put the flashlight in there, so it's this way, and I've got my pole.
Oh yeah. So lame.
The epitome of cool.
I've got like my flashlight
Chinky
like,
spread.
tucked on the side, so there's a so.
Shut up!
Hey, here, let me tighten your ascot.
Did you find a clue?
I'd like to meet you first.
Sorry,
we're just like.
Fred, I'm really nervous right now, and I'm making jokes to try to make it better.
Just because my name equals the theme character it's giving you doesn't mean I'm a mystery solver.
As he adjusts his ass.
I carries like, Jesus Christ, give me. At this point, I'm just gonna walk out there and hope something kills me. Jesus.
She is the Gothic girl. I'm not surprised at that comment.
Do we hear anything at all?
Outside of our bakery?
I'm not outside your bickering at the moment, no.
I mean, you said it was
It was eerily quiet.
quiet, but
All right, which way are we gonna go? Because I'm guessing to get to the kitchen dining area is back towards
The lobby.
the lobby to the right. To go to the noise to the left.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to get someplace to put people if there's no windows, somebody can lock doors. It's safer that way.
Do we even know if there's any people left?
No idea
I mean, it only comes through windows, it doesn't go through the door.
that we know of.
Well, which way are we going? I can flip a coin if you want.
Away from the noise?
Away from the noise.
Okay, away from the noise.
But the lobby.
You just start heading towards the lobby. You turn around, ignore all the stuff that happened behind you, and start making your way to
I want
the
to,
lobby.
if possible, form ourselves to the just like we were inside the room. The girls are in between us. So there's 4 of us with 2 girls. We should be able to.
I imagine you guys were trying to do
Yeah.
a triangle, like a square formation around them. Well, diamond around them, that's what I was imagining. You start making your way to the lobby, and you guys are going slow and keeping an ear out for stuff. Obviously, since your brains are highest, you start hearing a dripping noise
Oh,
as you start getting closer to the lobby.
A dripping noise? I was like, do you hear that?
Hear what?
Now that he pointed it out, can I hear it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna point my flashlight up.
Up, and you see
Keep my flashlight on my hip.
the bus driver, Mr. Hutchington, is currently skewered on an elk that was hung on the wall.
Yeah, we didn't really like her anyways.
I'm gonna immediately like. Do we all see that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna immediately pull like a classic like cartoon where it's like I like reach around in front of Carrie and like hold a hand over her mouth, and she reaches over and holds her hand over my mouth.
Yeah, and you see, at this point, just a single, like, blood just slowly, as it, like, left a trail going all the way down and out, the blood is just dripping off the nose of the elk.
I'm still high, so I'm probably a little bit more composed than I should be.
But you're internally freaking the hell out.
Yes.
Now, yes.
Yes.
So we're in the lobby now, right?
You're looking down, and you can now see, like, you're at the stairway heading down into the lobby.
Can we see the front desk?
With your flashlight, you do see the front desk as it's like dark, so it's like this weird glowing thing where it's all the messing shadows as you're moving, painting the light over of all the different taxidermy animals that are there with their shadows moving, and you get to the desk, which is dark, and you see the shadows moving behind it till it settles till you're on the desk. You don't see anyone behind the lobby desk.
Okay. Does it look torn up?
It does not look torn up, but you do see that there's a door behind it that is ajar.
So, Amber never did come back.
No.
I think since we kind of have to pass by it, we should probably go check and see if we can find that satellite phone real quick too.
That's my thought.
Good luck, Fred.
I'm picturing all of us doing like the cartoon shimmy.
So, you guys, you shimmy your way over to the lobby, to the front desk, and you get behind the desk.
Post up, like.
I'm gonna start looking.
Do we hear anything?
Go ahead and roll a brains check to see like if you can pick out any details.
Ooh.
7. You succeed. You don't hear anything that stands out to you as dangerous, but you do hear the creaking of the ajar door kind of just squeaking back and forth from like the air fluctuations. There appears to be some air movement coming from somewhere. As you kind of hear like one of the papers on a bulletin board just kind of. So maybe there's some air settling from some of the vents or something, even though there's no power.
Do you like smell anything?
Blood.
You do smell blood. It's just the
Besides
iron's
shit herself.
kind of in there. You smell some fecal matter too.
They probably shot themselves as they were skewered, yes.
Yes.
Or after.
Or after, since when you die, you void your bowels.
Deaf kid.
Yeah. And you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You do smell blood and you smell fecal matter.
Like from the room we're in front of?
It's like, I'm gonna look at Fred and I'm gonna go.
You don't smell it coming from the room. You still gonna have the lingering smell of what's behind you when you guys came over.
I'm gonna look at Fred and I'm gonna go towards the jar door.
And I'll go on the door.
And it's like, well, I'll creep way over to the door with him.
Yeah, creaks open, and what you see in here is like what looks like a little break room kind of thing. There's like a TV, looks like some VHS tapes, like maybe a security kind of thing. There's a chair in here, and you see a safe. And on the side of the safe, if you get closer to it, you hear this is like if you get the password, it's the year of the bear. It's like a post-it note on the side of the safe.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak back out into the lobby area where the bear statue is and look for a plaque.
Yeah, it's
I
a
guess.
giant taxidermy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go over there and you see a plaque and it says 1963.
Okay. I'm creeping way back over there and so you tell him it's 1963.
It opens up. It's actually a pretty big safe. You open it up and you see a shotgun and a box of shells. And you also see a photo, an old photo in sepia tone, that says The Lodge, 1902.
Yes.
And it has a picture of a whole bunch of people in front of it.
And do we recognize anybody?
You don't recognize anyone. Unless you guys looked at some of the photos, like some of the pictures outside in the lobby, you would probably, if you did do that, you might realize that these were the founders of the lodge. And this is the year that it was started. It was 1902.
Pump, break over, or semi-automatic.
It is a break open.
Single or double shot.
Double.
Got it.
Is there any money?
There is no money in the safe.
There's a single quarter in the back.
Have I found?
You do notice that there are 6 shots in the box of ammo. They are what is it? Buckshot.
Okay, is there any in the barrel?
There's none in the barrel.
Okay, so I got 6 to go. Great.
No guns.
Yeah, hillbilly.
He's got a point. He does live on a farm.
I mean, I probably have shot a couple in my life, but I don't know if I've ever shot a breakover. So,
I have, once or twice. Actually, my first shotgun was a
No, I mean-
breakover.
I'm talking about my character.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he's been around some guns before, but I've shot a breakover. That's not.
Yeah, I've tried to break
Right.
over.
But
I was
no,
also with my
my
uncle.
character is literally a
I
hillbilly.
was also with my uncle who had the break open double barrel shotgun who fired both of them at the same time. Bad idea.
Alright, so I'll, I guess instead of taking the whole box with me, 'cause that makes no sense, I guess I'll, the front pocket on my shirt, but I'll kind of like tuck them in there and fold over the flap so they're easy access.
You're not taking all 6?
I'm taking all 6.
He's just not taking the box.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Instead of carrying around a box.
Anything at the front desk I was able to find?
You start looking. You start looking around the front desk. You do. You find a cash register that's easily open now that there's no power. There's cash inside the cash register. There is a big old blocky cell phone that looks like a satellite phone.
I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna wait for them to come out of the break room to discuss if we want to take the cash. I'm not the kind of person who's just gonna straight up steal, but if we as a collective think that we need it, I'm okay with it.
I'd like to point out the fact that if we take it and we share it, we're going to be communists. I just want to point that out.
That's not communist.
It's not communist.
It's socialist.
That's socialist.
I was always under the impression that communism was everybody gets a bit.
Well,
Well, kind of. They have some
theory.
similar principles, but yeah, that's more socialist.
communism in theory should work perfectly, but it doesn't.
It's the whole thing about the whole Animal Farm thing where if somebody on top is corrupted, it's not going to work right. Which
Right.
there-
Yeah.
Everyone
It
on top
always is.
Everyone on top is always corrupted.
Yeah.
So wait, we found a buddy safe? Is that what's going on?
Oh, no,
I
it was
the
the cash register
Oh.
because it just slid open with no power.
I-
Which is weird because it's supposed to have an automatic locking
I'm
system.
18, and I know we don't really have much of a backstory, but I would guess that I probably had at least a summer job or something, or maybe a job in general.
Yeah.
It's pretty commonplace to put stuff under the drawer. Like that's typically where people would put checks or other things. Is there anything, if I lift out the drawer, is there anything underneath?
In my experience, that's where the large bills are. Like
Yeah.
hundreds
Yeah.
and
You
stuff.
find the hundreds in there, yes.
Okay, but nothing else. There's not like any notes or anything.
No.
Okay. What do you guys think?
I don't know, is the satellite phone working? Actually, the fact that it's
It doesn't
sitting
turn
here,
on.
It doesn't turn on at all?
I was gonna say, was it just sitting here? Was it laying down?
Just-
Like, how was it sitting?
It was just laying in one of the shelves.
It's just laying on the shelf.
So I get the impression that Amber never made it down here.
Right? I was thinking the same thing.
The room with the safe, is it pretty much windowless and stuff
Yep.
like that? Did it seem like the door was more reinforced than some of the other ones? Like, is it a full-on wooden door?
It's a full-on wooden door, yeah.
And there's enough.
It's cramped. You guys could probably fit in there, but it's cramped.
Our group could fit in there, but not anybody else.
Where are we going?
Probably not
Wait, fit in where?
Well, I mean,
break
the reason
room?
why I'm thinking, well, we're in the break room right now, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, but we were gonna go to the cafeteria because there's a lot of room. But this is maybe the best spot for right now while we wait things out.
I think, yeah, because we're gonna do that. Are we gonna do any exploring? Are we gonna leave the girls here?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's just go into the break room for the time being and just shut the
Break
door
room
and
have a
discuss
full-size refrigerator in it?
No, so this is like the break room / security room.
Oh,
The
okay,
same- it's all together in the same room. So it looked like there was maybe one seat for someone to come in there, and that's where the security system going on.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't like there were.
It's not like a break room.
Not a
break
break room.
just break room for the private.
Is there-
front
Yeah,
desk.
front desk. Yeah.
Is there like a breaker in here?
There doesn't seem to be any like sets of breakers in this particular room.
By the way, the photo that was in the safe, is there any like notes on the back of it besides the lodge or whatever?
Yeah, it says the lodge, 1902. It's when it began.
Got it.
Can we take a really good look at the picture?
Yeah, you can take a really good look at the
Like,
picture.
is there anything odd in the background?
Make a brains check for me.
Hand the photo to you because it's not
I'm trying to keep
5.
an eye out.
5. Okay. There is one thing that stood out to you a little bit. One of the guys, like on the left, he's wearing like horn rim glasses, like all circular kind of thing going on. He's wearing a lab coat. That's the only thing that seems to stand out to you.
Peachy.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Why would you have a lab coat at a lodge?
I don't know.
Spring break?
Is there
You said something. What was that?
Oh, I was just keeping an eye out.
we're in the
good.
security room.
Hmm.
Is there a blueprint for the building in here?
You look around a little bit and you do find a blueprint to the building in here.
Okay. Is there only 2 floors?
No. There are 3 floors. There is a basement.
Oh yay. Probably where the breaker is, so you were asking about that.
Are we about to home
I haven't
alone
looked at
this
building.
shit?
I'll be honest. I don't remember what building. Like in real life, I don't remember what blueprints look like. But they don't. Blueprints don't usually show
They're
electrical,
top-down,
right?
Depending on the blueprint.
Depending on them. Some of them have electrical in there.
Yeah. but
Does this have anything indicating where the breaker might be?
It does. It seems to be in the basement.
Be in the basement. Okay.
Is it a generator or?
Yeah, that's what it is. Is there a generator?
There is generator marked on the thing too.
Also basement, or is it
Also
outdoor?
basement, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you see that there's 2. There's one outdoor,
Mhm.
and there's one in the basement.
Okay.
It says the basement is the first backup, and the wing outside is the secondary backup.
Okay.
That they do run different systems though, depending on what happens.
Is it labeled like considered a manual failover?
Yes.
Okay, so that's probably why the generator isn't kicked on if it's manual and people are dying.
So, the main electrical breaker is downstairs in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
We can assume that if we try it first and it fails, then we need to turn on the generator itself,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Would we have to get to the breaker anyways to do that, to flip it over?
I'm assuming
to
they're in the same
generator?
room.
Yeah, they're in the same room. Because the way a lot of generators work is
Usually
you turn
flip
them
up.
on and you have to flip over to the generator for
Yeah.
power. So
Yeah, you usually flip off your main and flip another switch too.
Well, I mean, we may get down there and it's just a broken breaker and we flip it on and make power comes. If not, then the generator works.
By chance, does the basement look bigger than the lodge as a whole?
yes,
How much bigger?
significantly bigger.
How far are
Okay.
we gonna? We can see the stairs where they go down, right?
Based off the blueprints, we can see how to
Off
access it.
off the stairs, you can see how they access it. You haven't seen the the actual physical stairs.
No. On the blueprint.
Yes.
We know where they're at.
How far from the stairs is it to the generator?
Okay. You have to make your way through the cafeteria, the kitchen, to a storage room to get to these stairs on this floor. That's, I don't know about, well, I mean, what sounds, because it's a big cafeteria kind of area for a lodge and stuff. You're looking about maybe 150 feet, something that way. Then you go down the stairs, which looks like itself is like another 20 feet down the stairs. And then you're looking at maybe, there's several rooms that are not labeled down here, but you see about 200 feet-ish from the stairs to the breaker. If it's to scale,
We
when you
could
do something,
probably-
since you're the smart one in the group,
Yeah.
since you're doing some quick math in there, that's about how off.
You guys will probably have some stuff to maneuver around while we're down there. I'm sure they're using it for storage too.
Just to be on the safe side, I'm looking through the rest of the storage unit stuff here. there any extra batteries for our flashlights?
In this particular storage area? No.
That's why I haven't turned mine on yet.
Are there any just extra flashlights?
No.
Alright.
If we turn the exterior generator on instead of going all the way down there, will it power up? Or do we still gotta go down there?
We would still have to go down there and flip and
And
Flip
plus,
over.
the thing's outside. I don't think we want to go out there unless we absolutely have to.
What if it's inside?
where's
Well,
the
we know
outdoor
it's probably
generator?
inside too.
The outdoor generator shows about 100 yards from the main building.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say,
like-
but that's a bit of a distance
And
away.
like, and it's like in a shed thing.
Yeah.
It looks like it's made to, and you're looking at it, and it looks like the main generator's for like the heating and all that.
The backup is just auxiliary,
Auxiliary,
utility shit,
yeah.
yeah.
That's how you would get it, like, if there was, assuming a phone line that needed some power or something that needed power.
Does
That's
it
where-
say what kind of generators they are?
It's a Kubota 339.
No, I mean like diesel or propane.
They're propane.
They're propane? Okay, then there's a good chance that the generator's working. If it's diesel, my biggest fear would be that we don't have any gas. Propane
Well-
usually has a tank attached to it outdoors.
But it's also cold outside. Would that affect the propane working?
No.
Okay.
Most propane tanks are outside.
Yeah.
Well, right, but with
All
how
of
cold
them.
it is.
Yeah.
I mean, all big ones are gonna be outside. Unless you wanna blow up your whole fucking building.
How close is this little break room to the storage area where all of our skis and stuff are?
Not that far. It's about 50 feet.
I was like,
On the way to the.
It's not like exactly on the way. It's like here's
Just kinda.
because you're attached to the common area right
Right.
now, so it's another side off the common area.
Okay.
So you'd have to like just cross the common
I was
area.
gonna say it might be a good idea for us to collect those while we can, because if we have
But then
to
they'll have to carry them around too while going up and down stairs.
Well, no.
No.
set them in the hallway here instead of them being away in storage. If we have to make a getaway, we have to run outside and we have to
That's true.
flee or some shit like that. I would like to have my stuff, right there.
Somewhat readily available.
Yeah. Just figure it's a thought.
I definitely think we need to at least, our main goal should be trying to get power restored.
But we're right here. I just figured set it out. in a
I agree.
hallway or
I agree with
something.
you too.
Okay, so I'm hearing the plan right now is to just walk across the common area and move your snowboard skis to a ready available position. That if you guys have to fucking run, it's right there to go.
Mhm,
And
I
then,
mean,
and then you're going to start making your way through the kitchen area
Yeah.
to get downstairs. Okay.
Yep.
So, you make your way to. So you make your way over to the.
I'm waiting for him
the
to open
common
the
area.
thing so far that he can't see
You
us.
see, that's good.
You can just see.
See the corner of the fridge coming in. You get away, and then,
I am good, thank you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna reach in and not look.
Uh,
Grab one.
Grab the thing.
yeah, I'm good. I had a bunch of sugar earlier today, so I'm good on
I did
that.
too. Yeah.
Okay, so you open the door, and it takes a little jiggling because it's kind of starting to get cold and the metal's starting to stick. You open the door and you see like tons of gear in here. Like you see a whole bunch of like random duffel bags and everyone's snowboards or skis, whatever they brought in here.
Were any of the kids in our class, other than him, survivalist kind of people?
Wait, maybe there's like some first aid kits or something.
I'm just gonna roll with
See?
Okay.
Yeah, because when we find that guy, we might want to try to put his foot back on.
So Miss Sawyer would be the
Probably need a car.
first aid person, the first aid teacher.
I'm guessing the bags are labeled with names.
They're
or
labeled with
you
names
guys-
and stuff, yeah.
If I can find hers quickly, I don't want to like spend a lot of time. If it's somewhere quick while we're getting our stuff,
Yeah.
I'd want to see if there's anything useful in there to
You
us.
find a first aid kit in hers.
Cool.
In her bag. So it has like a whole bunch of gauze, rubbing alcohol, sorts of stuff.
I'm
in
gonna
there.
bring that with
You
us.
got that. You got a first aid kit. So if you have like an inventory or want to make an inventory, just write first aid kit in there or something.
Is there a bag that's Frank's?
What?
Is there a bag that's Frank's?
A bag that says Frank's?
And
There's a bag that says Frank's in
I'm
here.
gonna go
Yes.
through his bag real quick.
Go through his
he
bag.
find his other foot.
That one was prosthetic.
You go through his.
He's a groundskeeper / he's been up here. He may have something in his bag.
You find several sets of keys.
Okay.
They're labeled. You see one that says generator. You see one that says basement. Like so, it seems all the places that you would need the key, he seems to have it.
Good call, Fred.
He.
Anything odd on the keyring label?
You also find like just a stack of tools, like a hammer and stuff in here and stuff too.
Mm.
Anything odd on the key ring?
Or anything labeled like with a weird name or anything?
No, there doesn't seem anything odd. Like all of them seem normal.
Okay.
Okay. But while you're in this room, you start hearing like a clicking sound coming from somewhere out in the lobby. Shut the door.
Quietly.
Shut the door. And
And I twist the door handle.
yeah, so
And then
Doesn't click?
slowly let it, and then I just barely tug on it to make sure that it's shut.
and the closest thing that you guys can identify this sound to is like a dog walking on hardwood floor or something.
Then we all go.
And then like you hear then you see another sound approaching you. Well, same. And you hear like growling noise kind of going back and forth. And then after a few minutes, the clicking starts receding somewhere else off in the distance.
Okay.
There's two of them. West. Yeah, stage whisper.
Wow.
What are we gonna do? Now, well, see, now at this point we know there's at least two, but we only thought there was one before, so there could be more.
And we know for sure they're inside now. Is it worth just running for it?
Is there a phone in here?
Not in this room, no.
I'm gonna say this. If they can jump from 40 feet out and up 20-ish, 25 feet onto a balcony, I don't know that we can outrun them, even on a snowboard. Like, don't get me wrong, when push comes to shove, if we're Bolton, we'll try. But I don't know if that should be our first response.
Let them get away.
Push comes to shove, I'm pushing and shoving you motherfuckers out the way. Knocking you down.
It's what, a D4 flight?
Oh, no.
Same.
No, my flight's high.
Mine's a 20.
I got a 10, but my flight is 12.
I'm the weakest flight one out of the entire group. I have a D4.
You're the 4? Okay.
Explode! Lucky break!
I want to give...
It's more likely, yeah.
Like, we hear them recede. Can I be able to tell which way it's receding?
Yes, which is also saying you start hearing receipt. You see one which sounds like it's going up the stairs you guys came down earlier.
Okay.
And then you hear one, and it sounds like, is that just where we came from? And you hear the door to the break room open, close, and then it explodes outwards. Like it got locked in there and couldn't open the door in.
Got it.
So
Yeah.
it broke its way out.
Oh, your girlfriends are dead.
Well, they're with us.
They're with us.
There was this here.
I thought we left them in there.
No,
we were
had
talking
talked
about it, but you didn't say
but
you were
we did
going
not.
to.
I'm glad we didn't.
And then the weird thing is you hear that whine, and you can hear the clicking noise for a little bit longer, and it sounds to go straight up. And then it starts receding even further away, like it climbed up a wall or something.
Well, guys, I think we're fucked.
Can we get to the basement? Is it away from them where they went? Or
It is
towards them?
it is in a different direction than
We
they
heard it sniffing. Right?
were.
We're kids, we watch a lot of TV. I don't know, am I smart enough to think that maybe I could take some of these random clothes that are in these duffel bags and like throw them in a different direction to where, or not throw them, but lay them out so that way they maybe will follow a different scent if they come back and go away from where we're going?
Well, our scent would be stronger though. And it'd be on.
If they meet that scent first, maybe, I don't know, I'm just
What
spitballing.
Okay, so all the stuff that's in here, what all is it?
So it's whatever gear the students brought.
It's just the gear though.
Yeah,
Like all their personal items
would probably be in
are
the
in
room.
the room.
So Miss Hudson, the bus driver, was it Miss Hudson?
Hutchinson.
Hutchinson. When we looked up at her and she was, impaled, did it look like that's all that's happened? She's just fucking thrown up there.
Did she
Like,
have,
is there anything missing from her? Did she have any kind of like bites taken out of her or what?
does she have both her feet?
Yeah, are
Alright.
these monsters feet fetishes?
So,
No, because they left the foot.
That's true. They still took one of them though. Maybe that
so
was the sneaky one.
it is.
I know it's really high up and I might not be able to tell.
Yes.
For some reason in my head, they left Frank's left foot. I don't know why, but in my brain, it's his left foot that's
Canada
sitting
now,
out
it's his
there.
left foot just out there.
No, because he went that way.
Well, you just said there was a foot left, and for some reason in my brain, when he got ripped away, the left one was the one sitting there, and I couldn't
Because there
explain to you why.
Because there was a foot left.
This guy gets me.
That's it. The angle would be hard to see if anything was
If
missing.
I can't tell anything, it's fine.
But I'd say if you try to think back on it,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it looked like the rib cage was open. And that's about all you could see. Sorry.
Got it.
Do the girls have their purses with them?
They don't.
You know those break in the rooms.
Yeah, they wouldn't have brought it to the party.
Also, we should probably arm the girls with something. I mean,
Well, there's ski gear in
I
here.
was gonna say take some of the extra ski gear to hand
Yeah.
hand to them.
Yeah, you give them some extra ski gear. They have this. They even find some extra like pads and stuff, so you know out and they're padded up with like some armor and holding some.
My thought was if they have perfume.
You were thinking of that to throw the scent off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we just
I don't think we were gonna find any of that in here.
break the perfume and
Oh god, I wouldn't want to break it. That caused too much noise.
spread it just like, well, or dump it out or like spread it all over.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should start making our way towards the cafe.
Yeah.
I think that's our next plan. But we gotta be
Okay.
Trying to be quiet, I guess.
Okay, so you start sneaking your way to the cafeteria, and it's hard because these doors are just swinging doors. There's not a lock on them; they kind of go both ways. You open it up, and you have to like slowly kind of move it back, or they do the thwomp thing going back and forth. So you guys open it up and make your way through there, and it's the basic cafeteria where there's just a whole bunch of tables everywhere. And
when we left the gear, it would probably set our gear up against the wall there, so
just
it's
you
easy
can
to
just grab
travel.
and go.
Yeah,
That's fine. Noted. And then, as you guys walk through the cafeteria, it's like so scary because you guys are all tense all together. The one or two flashlights you have going, it's casting all the shadows on the wall for all the chairs and tables on there. You can see a door leading to the kitchen along with like an open, like kind of like an open serving area attached. I don't know, like a bar kind of ish area to go into the kitchen back there. The kitchen's also another one that just kind of swings shut like the doors to the cafeteria. So you guys just walking.
Do you see anything in the cafe while we're here? Like just a cursory, just kind of quick.
Cursory glance. You don't see anything that strikes out to you except for the creepy shadows going across.
Right, like you would. Got it.
And then
You said we entered the cafeteria.
You're
Are they
in the
are we
cafeteria.
actually in the kitchen?
I say you're about to get to the kitchen as you start moving the swing door open. You get in the kitchen, and again, creepy shadows. You see all the refrigerated things, all the machinery in here. You glance over, and you do see, what's her name? No, his name, Leon Vincent, hiding underneath the bar in the kitchen, like sitting there going. So you guys are like whispering, like you guys are whispering, like. So this is like we're all quiet. What the fuck is going on?
I don't fucking know.
God damn! I heard screaming. I saw Miss Sawyer go like flying down the hallway when I opened my door to the room, and I heard screaming.
The bus driver's dead.
Yeah, bus driver's dead.
Holy shit!
Frank's dead.
Frank's dead.
Frank's dead. I don't give a shit about Frank.
Possibly other kids who are dead. Who we called a room.
Holy fuck!
We're trying to get to the generator. Turn the power back on.
Oh, that'd be better than sitting in the dark.
Weird something. Scratching and sniffing out there.
Two something.
You're
Oh,
pretty
great.
sure.
There's more than whatever the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I guess it's not people, it's some kind of freaking monster or something. Maybe. Oh, we don't know.
The noises we heard, maybe.
I'm beginning to be less scared of vampires at this
We're gonna get. Fred's gonna unmask him. Old man Jenkins. Oh wait, no, we're kids. It's like the Scooby Doo kids. It's red herring.
We have no idea what's going on. We've got all sorts of things from monsters to communists to anything.
It's always communist.
See? All I know is I got keys.
It's like
There's a
he
door.
says it's always communist, we all just look at him.
Well, okay, I'd rather go with you guys. You mind if I tag along? Because
If you stay in the back.
I'll stay in the what? Pack?
The back.
Oh, guys. It's like, guys, I'm black. You know I'm gonna get it.
God damn it! I knew it was coming.
Okay, we were in the kitchen, right?
Fine, then you can sit there in between Harriet and Carrie.
Thanks. He goes, I did find, he pulls out a butcher knife. I found a butcher knife out here. So
Harriet?
you got this.
Leading. The black guy.
Well, I figured you were behind him, and then Harriet would be behind you, and then I've got Carrie in front of me. Wasn't thinking about that.
So would you say that they're in a line like a train?
I thought we were, yes, in a line.
No.
Thought we got away from trains after the last one.
He's making a
Underground railroad joke.
Yes.
I know.
Also-
He started it.
I know.
Also, is it this one where somebody has train cards, or was
No, that was the
other
other one. That was what I was
Okay.
getting at. I was like, I thought we got away from trains.
Nope.
We don't need. Thomas is off in Carthage, alright?
Okay, so we're in the kitchen. We had one more room to go through, and then we're in the storage area with the stairs.
Yeah, it's like a storage area up
Like a
here.
pantry?
Yeah, kind of pantry
Yeah,
kind of thing.
and it has stairs. We don't know where. I mean, we know where in the room the stairs are. We don't know. We haven't seen them yet.
Well,
so.
we're gonna ask him, where did you get the knife? Because there's probably more. I'm assuming that they don't just have one knife.
Oh, it's in that drawer over there. Open it quietly. They were just kind of loose in there.
Oh. Out of
Doing
curiosity.
like pull it while also like holding the drawer, lifting it up just a little bit, and you know
Yeah.
that.
Is there a cooler in here? Like a refrigerator? Or
Yeah, there's a
okay.
refrigerator. Yeah.
I wanna carefully open it. It's gonna sound weird. Any meat in here? In the fridge.
Yes.
Raw meat?
It's a vegetarian
Okay.
lunch.
Huh?
Vegetarian lunch.
I'm gonna. Okay, I know that it's there. Don't need it right now. I'll shut the door.
Okay.
If assuming things don't go wrong, which they probably will, I'll grab it on the way back.
Okay. Okay, so you guys have another member. People are armed with knives and stuff at this point.
Party +1.
Yep.
You're up for tank.
You go to the storage area.
I mean, he's gotta be.
And it's a lot of dry goods in here, and you see a door that has a chain wrapped around the handle with a lock on it.
Turn the lock. Okay, gently, so the chain's not rattle. Turn the lock up. Is there a label on it?
There's not a label on the lock now.
Okay, go through the keys.
Yeah,
real
so
quick.
we're gonna have to go
There's
to
one that
the
says
key.
basement on the key.
Okay, grab that one, try that.
It goes right in, it opens up, and it's a rusty lock, so it's like
And I'm like holding onto the chain as he unlocks it.
Yeah.
And slow.
it's one of that thing where like there's no way it's gonna be 100% quiet.
No,
Right?
it's not.
So it's like as the metal's like rubbing against it and like clicking and banging, and you seem to be okay. You open it up, and you see staircase just leading down to the pitch black.
It's like obviously nobody ever goes down here. So we'll shut the door behind us when we get down there because then we'll hear if something's coming.
I grabbed the padlock and I'll keep it with me.
Okay.
I don't want some nutcase locking us on the other side of the door.
If these things came from down here, they didn't come out this way.
When was that discussed? If they came from down here?
We don't. He's just saying that they didn't come from down. You're basically proving they didn't, right?
Yeah.
Because the door was locked.
Well, I
chained.
mean, I'm gonna say it out loud. That,
It's deductive reasoning.
because my guy's the smart one.
Yeah, you are the smart one.
Well, I mean, but they came from outside. We saw their foot tracks
Yeah,
on
they're from outside.
in the snow.
But he's also
Doesn't mean they
saying
didn't
like,
come from the basement first. Go outside.
Secret tunnel.
The guy with the lab coat kind of makes me wonder.
What lab coat?
He showed us
There's a
all.
picture, yeah.
In the
picture.
picture we found.
yeah, he was
I don't-
drunk by it.
I'm pretty sure it's
I don't
just
know
a
if you were in the
pharmacist
bathroom.
coat,
You go to the
but
bathroom?
No, I know about the lab coat. Personally, my guy wasn't. He wasn't paying attention.
No.
I personally, I think
Role-playing
he's
guys.
I'm like, personally, I think he's a pharmacist.
And thank who?
You don't find
Yeah.
it just a hair odd though that the basement is way bigger than the rest than the building?
Oh no, I find that insanely odd.
Like, just thinking back to like the movies I watched, like this sounds like a mad scientist kind of shit.
Or maybe the guy who built this place, this is where he stored all his taxidermy.
Could be where they keep.
I guess we're about to find out, aren't we?
That's
There
Resident
might be a
Evil.
hole down there.
All the pudding.
Hole.
No, if this was Resident Evil, I know our luck. It'd be liquors.
This is where the Red
Fuck
Queen
those
resides.
things.
Red Queen's down here, we're gonna get trapped, can't get out because we need to be contained.
So you slowly make your way down the stairs, and it's dark. It's that pitch black where you look down, and it's no matter how good your flashlight is, you have trouble seeing very far in front of you. It's omnipresent, present, and pressurized darkness around you as you start inching away until you finally hit the concrete of the basement. And it's again a very disorienting because you see everything you could possibly imagine. Extra storage, extra anything is down here, making kind of almost like a maze to get through here. In the dark, you see the eerie shadows going around the wall. You even see one of those, like a couple of mannequins like in the corner casting human-like shadows on the side, where they're like, oh, you see like snow gear on them, so maybe at one point they were trying to sell their own snow gear up here and it didn't work out.
And if you're gonna make a trip all the way up here, you probably should have brought the gear ahead of time.
And then you do also feel a cold breeze down here as well.
It's a basement. So,
That's a breeze in a basement.
oh, that just cold is normal in a basement.
Cold is normal, but
breeze.
airflow is not. Which makes me think there is a small window somewhere down here then.
If we follow the blueprint to the
Generator.
generator.
A little brick box then generator.
Yeah.
Start falling to They're actually really close to each other.
While we're on our way there, I want to keep an eye out for potential places we could hide.
Okay. There's cellar rooms with a lot of stuff.
My guys go in there.
I'm just thinking, as we got down here, I started thinking like, well, if we flip this thing on, generators are not quiet, ever.
Yeah, but then all the lights can be a little obvious over the.
We don't know if they care about light. So if they hear loud noise coming from the basement, where's the first place they're gonna go? Basement. And where are we at? Trapped in the basement.
Do we want to go look to see where the airflow is coming from first?
Would probably be a good idea. Before we make a bunch of noise, we should probably get a good lay of the land.
Yeah.
That's my thought. That's kind of where I was going with it.
So, it's pretty much what it is. You have a long hallway that leads to the generator area with, you see about 3 doors on each side of the hallway before you get to the open area where you think the generator is at the end according to the blueprints. And it's a long hallway. You do notice that the doors are open, so you're pretty much just seeing the dark open ways, and the door seems to be leading inside. You make your way to which door do you want to go to first? There's 3 on the left, 3 on the right.
Whatever the closest one is, probably.
The closest one would probably be.
You don't want to go 3 doors down?
I see what you did
I
there.
had to say it.
Okay. You go to the closest one, which is the first door on the right. You look in there. You see a whole bunch of extra desks and cafeteria tables in here.
Got it.
You do see in here, not a broken or open one, but you do see little windows across.
That's the problem. Peachy.
Like little windows, too little we could not get through them,
You
or
talking like the old basement windows that are like this fucking tall and they're just like wide?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'd say they're big enough.
You can maybe shimmy.
You
in.
guys could probably shimmy your way through.
So
But it's gonna be slow going.
It's gonna be
It's
slow
not gonna be
going.
like a fast escape.
like drainage on a road.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna really shimmy in there.
Then you go to the room, the next one, which would be the one on the left. It's kind of going zigzag all the way over up there. This one is more food stuff, more dry goods storage. This one also does not have it open. Go to the right, next right one. This one has extra snow gear, like they store stuff. This one is where the cold breeze is coming from. You see glass on the floor, as this one seems to be missing. The whole thing seems to be, the whole panel seems to be missing. And you see dark ichor on some of the corners of the glass. They seem to be trailing off on the floor for a little bit, and then it disappears. And you do see that there is no snow completely covering this one.
So something came in and cut the power from the inside.
Was the door destroyed?
The door was not destroyed. It looks like they did, like whoever was doing this is like, oh, we have the wing up there locked. Don't worry about keeping these wings closed or anything. So all the doors are open.
Do they have locks on them?
Some of them do have locks on them.
As we clear the rooms, can we activate the lock and can we close the door?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
I know we're trapped. We're locking the door on the way in, but I mean, if it takes up half a second for something to break a window and
I was gonna say it limits stuff being able to ambush us if we're trying to get out.
So sure.
that's what.
So all the doors. So the 3 you've checked, you lock when you get out. Sure. Yeah.
Real quickly, do any of my keys that were on the basement key ring say doors?
Yeah.
I just tried one real
Yeah.
quick.
You have to circle through. You have to circle through a couple of them, but it does work on them.
Same key for all 3?
All
All different keys, okay.
Okay. Looking.
Keep looking. Maybe we'll find an armory or something down here. You get the second door on the left, and you guys hear that familiar clicking noise coming from this particular room.
and the door is open.
The door is open.
I'm gonna ready up my shotty. Started
Okay.
loading 2 shells, ready to
Mm-hmm.
Possibly blow something off.
I'll hand the key to each of the doors to each of the other three. So I point out which door it goes to, so it's a deeper run. And I will try to close the door without looking in,
Okay.
quietly as possible.
Oh yeah, because you've got the key, you can just lock it. We don't even have to worry about locking it and then pulling it shut.
Roll a flight check for me.
I'm okay with flight.
Because this is about avoiding your problems, and this is a big problem, I have to say.
No, that's for avoiding problems like, depression or alcoholism.
It means literally, figuratively, or both.
12.
Wow. Oh wait, no, it explodes.
Explode. Lucky break, it goes again.
Yes. 13.
Damn.
The DC was 10, so it is a success. You try to close it without looking at it, and the problem is, like, the creature notices it, but you're able to get closed in time. What you see before it closes coming towards you, as you're looking at it, is it's humanoid in shape. Black skin, solid black eyes. You see just canine white teeth pouring out, like clawed hands, clawed feet. They do seem human-like. No skin, no hair on its body at all. As it reaches and starts growling, you close the door, lock it. And I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session, guys.
I'm thinking Curse of Anubis is my first thought.
Still thinking Wendigo.